Right, come on. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Oriel! You're the bodyguards, right? We need your help. It's my husband. After he walked out, I thought I'd seen the last of him, but now you've got to keep him away from us. Oh, God. I'm not sure we're qualified to settle domestic disputes. Yeah, I don't think we are. Radovan, this sounds serious. Hear her out, would you? Very well, my apologies. Please continue. His name's Garrett. He won't leave us alone. He keeps jumping out to harass us when we're by ourselves. If we were to go outside the city gates, I'm sure he'd follow us. When he does, I want you to scare him off. I doubt he'll show himself, but if he sees you have bodyguards who will wait somewhere nearby, when the moment is right, we'll give him a fright. He won't forget in a hurry. Yes, that ought to work. Tim and I will leave through this gate, so you should find a hiding place. It's time that bastard, excuse my language, learnt his lesson. That was a very polite lady, considering. Wee. Oh wee. I'm gonna make things even more like obvious. I'm just gonna fly there. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh. Remember, we've got the boy to think about. I'd rather not cut a man down in front of his own son, but I will if I have to. You follow my lead. And on that note, children is awake. Again, I think we'll have to get away from her. Friends of Oriel, now walk away whilst you still can. But I want what's best for my boy. Your boy? You've got no right to call him that. He belongs to me. Is she actually the bad one? I feel like she's the bad one. This is your final warning, but bother them again and you won't live to regret it. Okay, my bad. Ha, that'll teach him, and you were wonderful, worth every gill. Thank you so much. Yeah, she's like, it was our pleasure. Yeah, I think she's the bad one. I think we made a mistake. Although there wasn't much for you to do, your presence lent weight to my words, but most importantly, the client was satisfied with our work. Yeah, she did seem rather pleased with herself. See, she's the bad guy in this one. Listen, you two, there's no time to explain. You have to follow that woman. Okay. Hell's bells, when Sophie gets one of her hunches, there's no stopping her. Okay, off we pop then. Where to? Camp Dryburn. Miles away from where I am. Why would she bring Tim all the way out here? Just because she's the bad guy. I knew it. What are we supposed to do with her right now? Is she selling her kid? What the fuck? No, surely not. If we feed him up, he might be worth something one day. What the fuck is this quest? She's selling her own child. We've got to stop them. Wait, is that enough of this? Stay away from my son. Son, eh? Ha, you should have kept out of this, mate. Too late now. Oh god, he's getting beaten up. Quickly, we've got to help him. Oh. Not now. William, it's up to you. Okay, Mr. Lion Man. I will go beat some ass. devious miscreant. Oh my god, they're level 63 as well. Just, god. Right, okay. Okay, and then that build into that, and then I can do this. Nice. We got this. Now what? How are you going to lie your way out of this one? Eh? Now what are you going to do? Now what are you going to do? Look at her, she's crying and everything. Nah, how you saved us? How can I ever bin the bitch off? That's what you can do. Get rid of her. You know what I mean? Sack her off. Daddy. Oh, Tim. Good old Tim. Look at her. She's just crying because she couldn't make a couple of quid. William, I let you down. I let everyone down. But Sophie, what happened here? I knew from the moment I met Oriel there was something not quite right about her. It wasn't until later I realised she's a somnus addict. Once it takes hold of you, it changes you. Somnus. What's somnus? That's it. I'm going to assume drugs. At this point, right, I'm going to assume drugs, and this is a child trafficking quest in Final Fantasy. She was able to keep her addiction hidden from most, but not from me, and probably not from her family either. Yes, I've known for quite a while, but I had no idea she'd do something like this. God, if I hadn't started gambling. Oh my god! What is this family? The shock of losing them made me realise I couldn't live like that anymore. So I vowed to turn my life around. Look at Tim. Look at him. Look. And he's like, oh Dad, why'd you have to fuck up? Look, Mum's crying over here now. She couldn't sell me for drugs. Losing them made me realise I couldn't live like that anymore. So I vowed to turn my life around, and I worked my fingers to the bone to repay the money I owed. But by the time I finally had found the courage to track down Oriel, it was too late. She made new friends, the wrong sort of friends. I had to resort to gods only know what to make ends meet. It became too much to bear, and to somnus was her only escape. Nothing else mattered to her, not even her own child. Look at him. Why would Mummy sell me? Why would she do this? So you see, it wasn't only my life I'd ruined. I made her who she is today. That's why I don't have it in me to hate her. What will you do now? Plan to send her to Frondel's Fronestrey, basically rehab, I guess. They can treat people like Oriel, although it costs more than most folks can afford. My savings should cover it for a short while at least. We'll take it one day at a time and see how she responds to the treatment. I know she might never recover, but I can't give up on her. Obviously, she's in no fit state to look after Tim, so he'll be living with me. You could have been killed confronting those slavers. If you wind up dead, there'll be no one to look after the boy. From now on, you'll have to think before you act. I will. I swear it. Thank you all for everything you've done. No problem. Nod. Nod. That poor child. Sophie's quick thinking may have saved him on this occasion, but I fear his hardships are far from over. I, on the other hand, only succeeded in disgracing myself again. Of course. Of course you did. Oh god, that's too bright. Nope. Go back. Yeah. It's not your fault, Radovan. I think you owe William an explanation, though. Yes. Why are you doing that? Yes, if we are to fight side by side, there's something you should know. Though I served as an Imperial conscript for a time, after I disobeyed a direct order, I was sentenced to solitary confinement for more than a decade. Oh my god. Like many of the inmates, I was forced to wear a Magitech collar, which I'm assuming he still has on. The wardens could use them to administer severe electric shock any time they pleased, and please them it did. The paralysis would eventually wear off, but even now, years after removing the collar, my whole body will suddenly seize up. It's as though the pain never left me and could reawaken at any moment. Man, this is deep. This is deep for 22 minutes past midnight. I'm going to go to bed sad now. Poor little lion man. Thankfully, my condition appears to have improved somewhat since leaving the Empire. Perhaps one day I'll be free of it, but until then, there's no telling when it might strike. Radovan saved my bacon more times than I can count, so it's only fair that I do the same for him. We've been through thick and thin, even since the first time we met in that Garlean jail. They spelt jail weirdly, didn't they, in Shakespearean times. Among them were several summoners addicts. Even then, in an Imperial jail, there are ways to get your hand on it. When I saw Oriel, I couldn't put my finger on it at first, but she had the same look in her eyes as those lost souls. Anyways, where was I? So, Radovan had been meaning to escape ever since he was first imprisoned, and was secretly digging a tunnel, a few ilms each night, over the course of about 10 years. This sounds like Shawshank. The only thing was it went the wrong way. Then one night he suddenly burst through my wall. Why did you have to tell him that? You know, I'm proud of my miscalculation. Well, things worked out in the end, didn't they? The other inmates made such a racket. When you came crashing in, it drew the attention of the wardens and all hell broke loose. In the confusion, Radovan and I forced our way past the guards, and by some miracle we managed to avoid their searchlights, and finally we're free. So you're convicts. Free to return to my wife and child, to my homeland, or so I thought. I was about to get even deeper. While I'd been rotting away in a Garlean cell, everything I knew, everything I loved, had been taken away from me. I should have been there, but I couldn't even. Yeah, enough of this. We've spoken overlong as it is. Well, then where to next? I think I've had my full of Ildal. What say we try our luck in Lomansa. I'm sure a change of scenery will do us a world of good. Yes, I like the sound of that. Let's reconvene at our local Adventurers Guild. That was so heavy for this time in the evening. My god. We just had child trafficking, drug abuse, gambling. God. It cannot get any heavier than that in this game, surely.